Hey, what's happening, everybody? Welcome to my Q&A. So, yeah, if you don't know how this works, check the description. I line it all out for you. Hold that, please. And let's get started with this. So, RV Road Crew says, are you still planning to tour Australia, or are you planning to stay in U.S., Canada, and or Mexico? I'm planning to travel the entire world. Nancy Nightingale, how many children do you want to have someday? 0. Josh Brown, have you or do you plan on woofing, which is like trading work on organic farms for a place to stay and food? I don't really plan on doing that. It doesn't sound like something that's me. Adventures with Nomi, have you thought about an occasional work camping gig? I have thought about it, but a lot of them are like you're stuck for 3 months in one little spot and you're kind of like tied in one spot. It's not like you can go out and explore all day and do what you want. I'd rather keep building the YouTube channel and just keep working hard on that and eventually get to the point where I'm making enough money to do whatever I want. Tamara George, wife and I are beginning our van life in 4 weeks. Awesome. Going from East Coast to Colorado. Any cool places to see along the way? I don't know. There's cool places everywhere. Different people travel differently. I totally understand that. But the way I do it is I just have like a destination. I have an end goal, and everywhere in between is fair game. You're never going to hear about all the cool places. In fact, the coolest places I usually find are places that you could never plan out. They just happen. It's just, that's just the magic of being on the road, man. Being in the mystery. So that's my best advice, is to be in the moment and be open, and don't tie yourself down to certain places so that when you see cool places or when you find cool situations, you can't do them because you have to be somewhere else. That's been my biggest regret in this whole thing, is having to be somewhere at a certain time and not being able to stop at all the cool places along the way I never could have planned out. J.R. Raven, what have you found the best, most inexpensive, and easy to install insulation? That would probably be the rigid foam board. That stuff, it's cheap, it's easy, it's mold proof, and I like it. Nancy Nightingale, got another one. Since boats are made out of fiberglass, how about constructing your own high top? I don't like working with fiberglass. It itches, and I don't like it. And yeah, that just sounds like a pain to me. I would not enjoy doing that. And there'd have to be a lot of planning, man, because that's a structural, integral thing with the van. You have to make sure that you're doing it right, I think. Misha Yaros, if I were to get tent for stealth camping, would you suggest that I get mirror tent, or would a dark limo be better in your opinion? I don't have an opinion about this. I would definitely look into the laws. I don't see mirror tent very often, and I don't know why that is. It might be because it's legal. It might attract more attention. I don't know how it works. I've never played with it. I don't know anything about it. I like the look of the dark stuff. I don't like the look of the mirror stuff personally. But those are the things I would investigate before you do it for sure. M. Whitman, has there been anything you have eaten on your travels that you recommend others stay away from? Yeah, one time I drank a gallon of orange juice and then ate these noodles from the dollar store. They were like fettuccine noodles or something, like angel hair pasta and fettuccine in Key West. Man, my stomach hurt so bad. It was just like tied in knots, man. I was like, it was so unbearable. It sucked. And then I pooped it out and I was fine. Gantra. Whoa, that's a cool name. Dig the channel, bud. Thanks, man. What is your ultimate goal with this channel? What do you hope to accomplish in the next 5 years? My ultimate goal with this channel is to express myself in such a way that it inspires and entertains other people. As far as how big it gets, I think I have the personality, and I think my life is interesting enough that I could get to 1 million subscribers. If I keep working as hard as I am and keep improving at the rate I'm improving, which is exponential, it's like I make like a breakthrough in figuring something out, and then it like everything like gets twice as good, and then boom, 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 you know. So I think it's kind of a matter of time before this channel gets huge. So I'm happy about that. As far as in the next 5 years, I'll definitely be traveling the world, making the most kick-ass videos I can. And yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. Misha Yaros, can you explain the time limit thing? I wish you had more time. Is it a mom or card issue? A mom or mom issue? Mommy issues? I prefer longer videos is why. Yeah, so my camera, I'm using a different camera now, thanks to this fine young lady right here. She's letting me use her 70D. I don't know how long this one can go, but my Nikon, the camera I usually use, shuts off at 20 minutes. You can't record any more than 20 minutes. And So that's what that's about. But also, this channel is growing very fast. And say when I get to 100,000 subscribers, and if I'm still holding these Thursday Q&As, like that's a lot of questions. To be able to answer all of those, it's going to end up taking hours. So if I say that I'm going to answer everybody's question, you know, then I'm going to end up making videos that take hours and hours to make. And sometimes I have to remake it several times, so it already takes quite a while to do. And I'm just not willing to do that. So I'm capping it at 20 minutes. It's just the way I have to do it because of those things. As far as the mommy issues, I don't know about that. I don't think that has anything to do with it. Billy Loves Bongs. Did you have to move your passenger seat over a little to install the 360 swivel base? No, I did not. It has the bolts that pop up from the floorboard, and I just put the swivel on there. Iraq Moto, where did you find the seat swivel adapter for your passenger seat? You want to put one in your 95 Astro. I got it at northernequipment.com or northern.com or something. They don't sell them anymore, unfortunately. I don't know why, and I don't know where you can find another one. If anyone knows where you can find a good swivel base that locks in place and is strong, please let me know in the comment section. Robert Fresh, what are your parents like? What do they do? And do you have any siblings? Thanks, bro. Mystery Seeker here. Love yourself. Woo! My parents, my mom's really sweet and nice, and my dad's kind of a hard ass, but he's funny. What do they do? My mom is in healthcare, and my dad works in, he's an inspector. Any siblings? No, I'm only child. And I thought there was a third one. Oh, that was the third one. Okay. Yeah. Will Starling. Hey, man, been watching your channel since when you had long hair. Woo! I have a question for you. If you ever come to England, would you ever come to England and live on the road? Totally, possibly, yeah. If that's in the cards for me, I'm definitely down for that. I'd love to spend some time in England and just explore the culture and look at the beautiful buildings everywhere. Arthur Grant and Arthur... there was a second person who asked this, but I don't know who it was because I accidentally copied the name twice. How did the lump on your side turn out? I don't know. I haven't gotten it checked out yet, but it's getting so much smaller and it doesn't hurt anymore. The dental, still haven't done that yet. I need to. The vinyl you're using, I just got paid today. The vinyl you're using in the front, are you concerned about your feet sliding and slipping when they're oily or wet? Not really, because it's got a really grippy texture on it. So it's not too bad. And I'm going to get some floor mats, like for doormats for floor mats, and put them up here for under the feet. And that will help with that a lot. John Bonner, who are some of your favorite guitar players? I'm really bad with names, but definitely Randy Rhoads, Dimebag, Jimmy. I don't really feel like I have taken anything from his style, but I love his style because it's so free and crazy and unique. Clapton, definitely. B.B. King. Yeah, that's all I can come up with off the top of my head, but there have been a lot. Kurt Cobain, not for his incredible talent, because I don't really think he had, he didn't have technical skills. He didn't write, symphony type stuff, like frickin' Randy Rhoads or Dimebag or anything, but he wrote catchy riffs that just grabbed you and got stuck in your head and made you bang your head. He knew how to make catchy, simple riffs, and he was really good at it. So definitely Kurt Cobain, too. Kayleigh Cochran, in your travels, have you met any transgender van dwellers? Anyways, keep on keeping on. I will keep on keeping on. Thank you. I don't know. I don't think so. Maybe. I don't really pay attention to that. I just pay attention to how people treat me and how they make me feel. That's possible. Nothing pops in my head, so if I did, they must have went through a really good transition. Peggy Lee Roberts, are you checking junkyards for high tops? No, because I've been out of money for 2 or 3 weeks. I accidentally ran this ad through Google, and it cost a few $100s, and then Patreon was late coming in, and then I got a bunch of overdraft fees, so all my Patreon money went to that, so I was totally broke for a while, so I didn't even think about it. And they're not going to tell me if they have one anyway. I've called plenty of junkyards before. They're always like, you have to come look and see if it has it. It's like, all right, dude. Original Doodle, I saw you mentioned mounting your batteries underneath your van. How would you wire your battery to the things inside your van? Drill a hole through the floor? Yes, drill a hole through the floor. Curbmaster, have you ever met anyone that has converted a step fan into a home on wheels? No, not yet, but they're out there. I know they're out there, and I'm gonna find you. Psychedelic 44. That's sick. Do you drink much caffeine or e-cigs to stay awake on long hauls? I don't drink caffeine at all. I used to all the time. I was really dependent on it, and it left me like kind of anxious all the time, and I just didn't dig it. So I quit caffeine, and I'm just not into it. E-cigs don't really keep me awake. It kind of help me sleep. Like it's a relaxing thing for me. I think it's because the nicotine withdrawal is like an anxious, like uppity, like rah, kind of thing. And when you have nicotine, it's like your body's relieved because it's not withdrawing. Nicotine sucks. A few minutes with J-Man. Can you or did you ever make a video about your camera equipment? I meant to last time I was in Portland, but it didn't seem like there was much interest in it, so I did not. But I think I might make one now, especially since I can compare the 70D to the D3300 Nikon, because it's night and day. And then all my other gear I absolutely love and use all the time. So yeah, I probably will in the next few days. Lowe's penis. How old would you be if you didn't know how old you are? I would be infinite. I would be in the moment and not worried about how long I've been in this body on this planet, and I would just live my life. Jabunky. I like that. Do you still do naked hikes in the woods? I haven't since Colorado. You've obviously been watching me for a while, or at least you saw my crazy horror stories from the road or something like that. I forget what that video is called. Yeah, I haven't for a while. Definitely plan to. Absolutely. Matt Spitz, when are you going to become an inspirational speaker? When I'm old and wise and broke. Dan Man, maybe not broke. I probably won't be broke when I'm old and wise. DJ Dan Man, do you mind if I ask how much money you make off your YouTube channel? It really depends. I can tell you the check I just got was for $900, and that was for, what month is this?
February.
That was for January. But in November and December, I made $1,600, which was like, what? How did I do that? And then a few months before that was all $600 a month. And then before that, it was, for a long time, it was only $200 or $300 a month. So I expect that when I make videos regularly, it'll jump up between $1,200 and $600 for a while. And then once I start doing the daily or almost daily video things for a while, it's going to hit some kind of crazy growth spike and everything's going to double again. And I think I'll be making $2,000 a month in no time, really. I mean, a couple months. I hope it goes that way. I think if you can get up to $2,000 a month and you live in a van, you can do a lot of good. You can eat out when you want. You can experience new foods. You can go cool places. You can pay to get into places. You can have cool experiences. You can go skydiving every once in a while, or racing go-karts, or horseback riding, or whatever. There's just so many, it opens up so many more doors to have a little extra money. There's this big sentiment in the crowd where money's evil and rich people suck and all this. And I don't think that's true, man. But to me, money's freedom. If you have money, you can go out and you can do stuff, you can live your life and enjoy it. And it's like being broke is a limit, and I hate limits. I hate them. So I want to like invest a lot more time into this channel. I'm going to do that once I take off out of here and I'm done with all the stuff I have to do. And it's going to really take off. But anyway, yeah, that's where I'm at now. Madame Jasmine, I have to ask a question. Or I have a question. When you cut a part off your roof and drill holes for things like a fan and solar cords, how do you go about protecting the edges of the cut metal roof from rust and such? You just seal it. You put something in it, and then you seal around it, and then water doesn't get past whatever you sealed in. So, unless the stuff that used to seal it goes bad, then it's not going to rust. But if it goes bad and lets water through, and you get a leak like I have now, it's going to rust. I guess you could paint it before you put stuff in if you're really concerned about that. But if you got a leak, you're going to know it. So you might as well pull that sucker out and fix it. Jack Herrar, I think it's Herrar, says, do you have somebody new you are seeing currently? Yes. If not, are you planning to just stay single for a while? I was. For a long time. For forever. If you have somebody special, is it going to be another long distance thing, or is she going to come with you this time? The second one. Do you think long distance can work for you? Not for any longer than a couple weeks, maybe a month. Maybe a month. That'd probably be the most. Other than that, I don't know. I don't know. It kind of depends. Definitely not like longer than a few months. I mean, if it has to be like a month or two, like, yeah, that could work. Otherwise, it's like, what's the point? You know what I mean? I need physical touch, and I don't know. I just need physical touch. It's just something that I need. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and love yourself.